A little better? I'll see myself here. All right, guys, welcome. Are we good? We're good to go. Hey, welcome to another live. We do this, generally speaking, on Wednesdays. All right, guys, welcome. We're good? We're good to go. We do this on Wednesdays. And the idea behind it is to take live questions from you guys and to also answer any questions that you might have sent to us. Hey, okay, everybody who's joined in, welcome. Naveen, Omtavari, how are you? Mujib, okay. FD Global Properties. So thanks for joining in, guys. Thanks for the hearts as well. The Rich, Rahmatullah, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam. Okay, guys, listen. Vikas, top realtor. Here's what we're going to do, okay? Today's format is going to be slightly different. What we'll do is, I want to follow a truth and a lie section. Why? Naveen, hey Dawood, hey Naveen, thanks very much. Good day to you too. I'm going to take on some things from the Dubai market, which are for a lot of people very general knowledge, but maybe some people don't know about it, okay? So what will help is people who are new to the market, it will help them. People who've been in the market for a long time, it might help them as well to hear my views on it. Some of these are truths, and I'll expand on them. So we're doing a truth and a lie session today. And some of these are lies or myths, and I'm going to bust them, and I'm going to explain them and get into detail on how this stuff works, okay? So one of the truths, you might not know this, is that in 2002, Dubai passed a law allowing people from different nationalities to buy freehold properties in Dubai. Absolutely true. This happened in 2002. What you guys might not know is before 2002, Dubai experimented by bringing in a leasehold law for certain areas, and that did not really take off, okay? But a lot of people were not and still don't know that in Dubai, and this is the myth part, it's not just UAE nationals that can buy, but anybody and everybody can buy in the specific freehold areas, okay? So that's something that you guys should know. Number two, the truth about the Dubai Land Department. So this is a question, okay? When we were doing our real estate regulatory agency, we call it the RERA course back in 2008. I still remember I was part of a group, maybe about 30 students. I think the course was being held somewhere in there. But I still remember there was a lady from Australia who had helped RERA develop the course. She was teaching that course. Her or another gentleman, Wasim, welcome. Global, welcome. Abhisri, welcome. Ranjit, welcome. Her and another person asked a question in that course, and they said, okay, when you've got a property that you're looking to register, or you want to know more about the property, where do you go? You'd be surprised that most agents did not know that for this information you would go to the Dubai Land Department. Like, God forbid, if anybody ever has a criminal emergency, who would you call? You'd call the police, right? If you've got a medical emergency, you'd go to the hospital. If you've got, let's say, a fire emergency or the cat stuck in the tree, you would go and call who? You would call out to the fireplace, right? The firemen. If you want a car registered, you go to the RTA. If you've got a property, where would you go? Lots of people didn't know that you would go to the Dubai Land Department. Now, the issue with that is not knowing is okay. You can learn about it. But the reason back then was because a lot of these deals used to happen, people sitting in cafes and exchanging pieces of paper. Like, people would just sell it to each other and they would feel like, okay, well, now I own this property. And then, of course, Dubai Land Department came in with a lot more regulation, right? Everybody who's joined in, Maria, being impeccable, Newbie, Vikas, Munzer, Jaim, Lama Ibrahimov, Ashok, welcome, Global. Hey, welcome everybody who's joined in. Thank you very much for joining in. If you've got questions with regards to real estate, whether as an agent or non-agent, please send them in. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Okay, so that takes care about the land department. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, a truth about this. Dubai real estate market is well known for its iconic skyscrapers, including Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. Yes, the caveat that I would add to this is that Dubai does not only offer skyscrapers, but it also has non-skyscrapers, right? So it has regular developments that are affordable, not only just skyscrapers, and low rise as well. You just got to go in there and look for them. So I've got a question about your thoughts on Dubai Island. Don't you think price is a bit overpriced? No, the market prices properties in Dubai. So when prices are where they are and they're selling, then developers will hold the price. If there's extra demand for a particular kind of property, well, guess what the developer is going to do? The developer is going to push up the price, because then, you know, there's more demand. They have an opportunity to make more money. Sometimes, because there's more demand, they need to give it to the person who's able to pay the price as well, right? That's number one. Number two, you've got to take into account how things get developed on Dubai Island, right? Dubai Island, it's not connected to the mainland. It's an island, first of all. Think about this. It's a man-made island in the sea. When you're building a building on land, you've got to see how far you can go in terms of where the foundation of the building will start from, so that the entire structure can be held strong, right? So you're now on land and you just got to go down. Well, when an island's been reclaimed, that island's been, like, you know, they put a lot of stuff underneath over there to build that island, right? Now when you're starting to build, you're building in the middle of the sea. So first of all, to build that island was expensive. Now to build a building or any kind of structure is going to be expensive as well, because you're building on water. Think about it. Do you see buildings or structures on water, or do you see boats floating on water? So already the cost has been added and goes up. Then to get raw material, construction materials such as bricks, cement, water, all of this needs to get there by boat. So think about prices going up. The workers who are going to work to build need to get there by boat. It's not just a simple bus ride or a simple ride. So all of this adds up to the cost of production, or the cost of producing an apartment or a villa and so on and so forth being high, which will then obviously translate into the end product being priced slightly higher, guys. It just makes sense. And now I'm going to talk to you the business side. The person who took on the pain of coordinating everything, putting it more money, deserves more profit as well. So already the cost is high, but because they took on an extremely more challenging project, they deserve to get paid more as well, right? Make sense? All right, everybody who's joined in, welcome. Gas, Maz, Arsalan, Real Estate, James, or Omerm, thank you for joining. Okay, I'll take your question. What's your question here, Jane? Hi, off-plan versus ready to move. Your thoughts? Capital will be raised through mortgage. Thanks. Shiva Thivar, I'm going to tell you guys, listen, off-plan versus mortgage, it is such a customized personal decision, and I'll explain to you why. Let's look at your own personal situation. Perhaps you're a pilot with Emirates, so mortgages are easy to get, number one. Perhaps you're not a pilot with mortgage, so mortgages are not, so you're not a pilot with Emirates, and mortgages are not that easy to get. So you're already behind the 8 ball, number one, right? So you've got to still go and out there and get the mortgage, etc., etc. Or perhaps you're an international business person with properties all over the world, or businesses giving you money, but you know your documents and audited reports aren't in order. So for a bank to be able to give you as an international client, they're going to need all those things in order. It's just going to take too much time and effort for you to be able to get all of this. Now that's one side. Let's say you go into the market, you start looking at properties. Everything brand spanking new, you and your spouse like and love. Anything that's more than 3 years old in Dubai, you don't like. You don't want to live there. You want something new for yourself. Now you're going to be thinking, well, why do I want to buy something from somewhere else? Again, what if you need a place to live right now within the next 3-4 months? What if you don't need a place to live right now? What if your company is paying for your rent, which you cannot take out from them? You just need to actually get some money out so you can wait for your off-plan property. What if you've got decent amount of money coming in for yourself every couple of months? You're a business person. Now you don't need the bank. You can get an off-plan property. Off-plan properties generally have a 3 to 4 years payment plan, and you think you can manage it yourself. Why get the bank involved? You can manage it yourself. It'll save you some money as well. Does that make sense? So when you ask me off-plan versus ready to move, your thoughts, capital will be raised through mortgage. You got to really think about this and your personal situation. If your personal situation allows for a mortgage to get a ready property, go for it. If your personal situation allows you to wait for a property and get it on off plan, go for that. And then there's a lot of emotional considerations as well. All right, guys, I hope I was able to explain. Ask me a follow-up question if you have, right, James? Okay, another truth. The real estate market in Dubai can fluctuate widely, driven by a variety of global and economic factors. True before, less true now. Why it was true before is very simple. Guys, any emerging market is more volatile. It attracts a lot of money. It gives back a lot in terms of reward, but it's very risky as well because it's very volatile. Dubai was that new market in 2002 to 2008. Then came, James, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Then came 2008 to 12 or to 8 to 9, the first global crisis. And then properties started grow from 2009 onwards. Now what's happened is 2009 was the second cycle, and then we had the pandemic, which was kind of like the third cycle, post-pandemic. We're in a maturity, we're not in a mature market, we're in a market that's on its way to maturity. I hope I was able to explain this. All right. So yeah, the fluctuations are going to be less and less. To rent a property in Dubai, it is often required to pay the full year's rent upfront, although this is starting to change with more flexible payment terms becoming available. Hey guys, welcome. Iyas Kamal, M. Omar Shah, welcome. Thanks for the hearts, guys. Listen, check this out. So in Dubai, you pay, generally speaking, the easiest and simplest to understand is you pay 4 payments throughout the year, and which means that you pay every quarter in advance. That's the general rule. There are different situations where you might pay monthly. There are now some banks and some services that are offering to pay on your behalf, and then you pay them over a couple of years, a couple of months, and so on and so forth. All right, guys, welcome. Mihir, Abdul Hadi, Fawad, Piyush, Bambani, Emil Khan, everybody who's here, welcome. Please, guys, if you have a question, send it through, and I will be happy to answer right now. Another truth. Dubai's real estate market had a significant downturn following the 2008 financial crisis, from which it took several years to recover. That's true, actually. It didn't take several years. By 2009, April, we hit the bottom of the market, and then we started to grow. So we're okay. The Dubai Land Department is the government body responsible for the organization and promotion of real estate in Dubai. That is true. Dubai has made significant strides in attracting foreign investment to its real estate market by easing property ownership laws and offering residence visas. That is true. And we're in the second stage of the visa offer, okay? So back in the day, we didn't have golden visas. Now we've got golden visas that's promoting things even more harder and faster, which is very good, right? So golden visas are 2 million dirhams. Back in the day, it's quite kind of interesting because Dubai launched with just 100,000. Well, any property you could buy a property with $100,000. All right, let's take up a few lies as well, like myths that people think are about Dubai real estate, but they don't really exist. Okay, properties in Dubai can only be purchased by UAE nationals. Not true. You can actually be a non-national and still purchase. So, in freehold areas, Dubai's real estate market is completely deregulated with no government oversight or restrictions. It's not true at all, guys. Dubai's market, in my personal opinion, in the entire Middle East and parts of Asia is quite it's one of the most regulated markets. Okay. Question, Umar Zahid, the amount of projects coming in the market, don't you think in future the demand will be less and supply will be more? Maybe it will be, maybe it won't be. All right, Omar, question is, how long have you been in the market of Dubai? Okay, I've been here about a decade and a half, born and raised in Dubai. You guys have to understand, Dubai follows a policy of build and, I don't know, this is my opinion, build and then they come. Each time, people talk about a mismatch in supply and demand. So you've got to come to this with two ways of thinking about this. Okay, real estate as a market has a classic tendency to a supply demand imbalance. Okay, let me explain this to you guys. Can we do this? On my YouTube, I can see my full screen, but on Instagram, I can't, yeah? It's okay? Instagram, you guys can see this full screen? Okay. I'm going to try to remember. Can I do like quick research on demand and supply curve? It's okay? So just so I know that I'm doing it correctly, okay? Like it's been a little while from my economics class. Okay, good. All right, guys. This will really get you guys understanding this part. Okay, this is, let's say, right. Okay, so this is price. Okay, and this is quantity. Okay, now supply goes like this and demand goes like this. So this is D and this is supply. Okay, let me try to remember. Right, okay, doing my best to explain, and this is going to be an economics class, trying to remember myself. Okay, this is equilibrium, the perfect spot where demand equals supply exactly. Okay, so for example, if there's 100 people who want to buy a sandwich, there's 100 sandwiches available. Boom, done. If there are 100 sandwiches available, there's 100 people who want to buy 100 sandwiches. Boom, done, right? Now, the Dubai market and any other market does not operate like that. There's always supply and demand imbalance, either in favor of the people who demand or in favor of the people who are supplying. What do I mean by this? In the current scenario, we saw post-pandemic a lot of people wanting to move to Dubai. What did that, so there were high net worth individuals, regular people, etc., because Dubai dealt with the pandemic in a very good way. What did that symbolize and signal to the developers? That there is demand. So cash in, develop, good, and they are able to make good sales on that. Now what's going to happen is at any stage, the demand will be overshot by the supply. And that happens, classic real estate. It's okay. So let's say right now in the market, there is a demand for 100,000 units. And we are at, let's say, about 70,000 units. Now, more developers will join the bandwagon and that demand will go from 100,000, let's say, to 110,000. But in the next 1-2 years or the last 2-3 years, more developers have joined hands and now our delivery will go to 130. So demand is, let's say, 120. We will have 130 1,000 units, which is the 10,000 units extra. No problem. This overshot of supply is classic. Now that overshot of supply will then get absorbed over the next few months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. And again, we will be in a situation where demand will go up and supply will be low, and the cycle will repeat. Normal. Did you get that classic example? Okay. Now what you've got to understand is while that classic example is going on, it's not an absolute balance. There are other factors that affect demand as well. What's going on in Dubai? A lot of people are coming here because personal income doesn't get taxed over here. So they're looking to move into Dubai. We've got that demand. We've got a lot of people from China. China's just opened up coming in. Because of the war in Russia and Ukraine, there's a lot of Russian or Ukrainian and so on and so on investors coming in. So you've got to see a lot of other factors that contribute to that demand being taken over. Now, that has been a classic story of Dubai. I still remember when International City was getting handed over, my father was taking over 32 buildings there for the developer, and he said, like, who's going to live here? It's 27,000 apartments back then in 2007 there. Well, I was with him, and we were there. The buildings were brand spanking new. Nobody else was there. I think ours was the only car driving in International City. I don't think International City will go back to that ever again. And we would drive around, we would see what's what, and we had a certain project to complete over there. And he said, Fahd, who's going to live here? Well, try going to International City today, right? So you'll get my point. All right, guys, everybody else who's joined, welcome and thank you very much. Jahan Zaib, welcome. Islam Goma, Aksi, Adnan, Iyas Kamal, Maher, welcome. Mohra Khalil, welcome. Salim, Maher, Omar Zahid. Okay, you're welcome for the explanation. You're welcome. All right, guys. Let's go back to, if you guys have questions, please ask. Craig English, welcome. If you've got questions, please do ask, and I'd be happy to actually answer you guys. All right. So something that's not true. It is illegal to rent out your property in Dubai to anyone other than UAE national. Not true. You can rent it to anybody who's legally in Dubai. There are no luxury properties or high-end real estate options available in Dubai. This is not true, but it's actually being turned up on its head now. We've got a lot of luxury property, real estate. I think real luxury is coming into Dubai now. Real estate transactions in Dubai can be done completely online without any physical documents or in-person meetings as of 2020. So we're getting there. So this is not a complete true, and it's not a lie either. We're getting to a stage where real estate transactions can be done online, can be done remotely. We're almost getting there. It's not 100%, right? But we're getting there. Iyas has a question. What affordable area do you suggest for leasing which is close to Marina area for a family for four planning to relocate to Dubai? Okay, close to Marina and affordable. Okay, so you can check Barsha Heights. T-Com. Is T-Com known as T-Com now? I think they rebranded, right? Barsha Heights or T-Com? Okay, check out Barsha Heights and T-Com. That's one or two. Then if you want to go a little bit further down because you want to be close to Marina, you can check out Jumeirah Village Circle or Jumeirah Village Triangle. Also fairly, I'm not going to say affordable actually. Rents are kind of going up right now. Barsha Heights is T-Com. Ghassan, thank you very much. What's the other place called then? Is it just called Barsha, close to Mall of the Emirates? Yes. Just Barsha. And then T-Com's Barsha Heights. Okay, Ghassan has saved the day. Thank you, Ghassan. Bless you. He's from the place. He's from the place. He owns Barsha Heights? Wow. Maher. Okay, so if you want to go further down and still look at affordable stuff, you can go to Town Square. Okay, this is for Iyas Kamal. Okay, I hope I answered your question. Maher, what's your opinion about Dubai South? Dubai South is a great place to invest. I think you could give it about 5 to 7 years. 5 to 7 years where it's really going to start showing a lot of dividends. Is it a good idea to invest there? Yes, it's a good idea to invest there. Have two conditions taken care of. You should not have to or want to resell immediately. So if you want to resell, you might not make a lot of money. And also rents over there are not shooting up too fast because of the distance to the rest of the city. It's almost about 40 minutes driving time, right? So yes to invest with the two conditions. Okay, Mahir, I hope I answered your question. Real estate transactions in Dubai. Okay, that was the thing. Palm Jumeirah. I don't know who came up with this lie. It's completely empty with no residential comment. No, Palm Jumeirah is actually completely full. The empty one is Palm Jabal Ali. Okay, so that one is still coming up. Also a myth, Dubai is the most expensive city in the world to live in. That's false. Thank you guys for letting me know this. That title belongs to Monaco. Mahir, you're asking me if we upgrade a studio to a one bedroom. Yeah, it's okay. That's fine. Just watch out for these two things. You should not want to resell immediately, and you should not want to, what do you call this? Not resell immediately, and rental income is going to be average, yeah? Maybe slightly below average. Average price of a home in Dubai is $1 million. No, average price of a home in Dubai is about $500,000. Okay, that's good to know. Now you guys know as well. Lako Mansoor joined. Welcome, guys. Dubai has a very low crime rate. That is true. That is true. I think we're at 0.03% or something like it's very, very extremely low. Like I don't even know what the percentage. Very, very low, almost non-existent crime. Alhamdulillah. Okay, Lako Mansoor, thank you. You're welcome. Question: Sukhwir Sehra. Has the current financial problems in the West had an impact on Dubai, and what does the next 12 to 18 months look like for Dubai? I don't know. Why are you asking this question? Guys, listen. I'm over 40. I've seen the global financial crisis. I've seen the pandemic. I don't know. Things have a way of working itself out. Don't overspend. Don't speculate on properties and don't bet, ideally speaking. Just go normal, buy value. Even if you're reselling in a year's time, value will always be able to resell. Have a good team if you're wanting to resell properties and so on and so forth. So you'll be okay. Has the current problems in the West? I don't know. The West has its own problems. In Europe, they've got the war where Russia is at war with Ukraine. The US has its own problem with the dollar situation where India is now trading with the UAE in rupees and so on and so forth. So I think if the US no longer holds the reserve currency, they'll face problems, but it might not be the same kind of global impact that we'd seen in 2008, right? Anna 3022, welcome. SCN Chandan 777, welcome. The Dubai real estate market is very volatile. Well, I did say it used to be. We're going into a more mature market. Dubai is a tax-free city, correct? Actually no. We do have a 5% sales tax, and we've got a corporate tax coming in as well. Hello, Anna. We have a corporate sales tax, corporate tax as well at 9%. There is zero income tax though. We're still very low on the tax scale, so we're okay. Dubai is a popular destination for foreign investors. That is true. We have 200 plus nationalities investing here because Dubai has made it very, very easy for people to invest over here. Dubai property market is expected to grow in the next few years. I guess it will. Yeah, we'd be happy to see it growing. So we're happy about that. Dubai is a safe place to invest in real estate. True. Dubai is pretty safe. It's very regulated. The city is very well connected. You can come in. Laws are followed. Tenants will easily pay you rent on time and so on and so forth. The Dubai real estate market is immune to global economic trends. Not immune, it has its own patterns. Anna 3022, management of properties. We manage properties as well. So if you want, you can approach us, get in touch with the team, and they can actually fill you in on what the charges are and how we do it. Anybody else? I think you could check out Provident, maybe exclusive links as well. So you can check them out as well. The Dubai real estate market is still recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic, the weird pandemic. Not true. The Dubai market's recovered from that. That's thing of the past. I think globally, we've moved on. Alhamdulillah, finally. Like, back in 2020, I was like, when will we move on? When will we be in a situation where we'll feel like the pandemic's no longer here? We're there now, alhamdulillah. Like, nobody talks about the pandemic anymore. Adnan S0501, please answer me. Where is your question, Adnan? Okay, did I miss your question? I haven't seen your question, Adnan. Joined. Adnan, I don't see a question from you. So if you have a question, please go ahead, ask the question, and I'll be happy to answer. Okay, guys, I'm about to wrap up this live. So if you've got a question, please ask me, okay? And I'll answer. I'll take one or two more questions if anybody's got anything. The Dubai government is planning to build a number of new mega projects, and Dubai is always growing, so it has a requirement to build. The Dubai real estate market is a safe place to invest, even in the current. It is safe, alhamdulillah. The Dubai property market is immune to global economic trends. It follows its own pattern. The Dubai real estate market is the most volatile in the world. False. That's Hong Kong. M. Umar Shah is asking a question: is subletting a good option for rental properties? Yeah, I guess so. You know, if you mean that you could sublet a property, which means you could go to an owner and say to him that, hey, Mr. Owner, I'd like to take your property for 100,000 AED, but you can then go on to rent that for 150,000, which means that you could put 50,000 dirhams into your own pocket as income, as general income. Yeah, of course, why not? So it's okay. Each opportunity has its own risks. You've got to look at both sides, right? Adnan S050, I want to become a real estate agent. Well, you want to become a real estate agent, get started. Apply to companies. Watch some of my videos on how to get started. Yeah, there's a lot of them out there. This is going to be, I can't answer it right now in detail, but simple is start from the first step. Reach out to the companies you'd like to work for and then apply to work with them. Very, very simple. And then check out my videos on how a real estate agent should get started. All right, guys, everybody who's joined in, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys coming in, saying hi, saying hello, and asking questions and sticking around. We go generally live on Wednesdays. If you can't be here, you can always... wait, Zaheen Beg joined. Assalamu alaikum. That's my first teacher in life from kindergarten who just joined. I hope you're very well. Thank you for joining on my live. So we go live on Wednesdays. We answer questions. I'd appreciate if you can just put them in the comment section. My team takes them and then we answer, okay? Will 2024, 2025 real estate market be equal to 2022, 2023? Maybe, maybe better. We don't know. We live in the now. Make good decisions. Try to buy good properties. If you buy a good property, hold on to it. You don't really need to sell it all the time. Sometimes if you're looking to resell properties, you buy with the lookout to sell, and does not matter what the market's doing, you can still sell if you buy right. Okay, guys? Lako Mansoor, supportive session. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. We can do more lives if you guys want later on. I appreciate all the questions coming in. Guys, Adnan, you're fresher and you're 18 years old. Both of them don't matter. Even if you're fresh, you can get out there and get experience. 18 years is just an age. It doesn't really matter, right? Don't think of 18 years as stopping you, okay? Thank you, guys. Thank you, Naveen. Thank you, Anna, Umar Shah. I appreciate you guys. Off for now. See you guys next time. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.